Hi, welcome back to the clinic. How are you feeling today? Okay, well, you should notice some of the positive effects of today's session immediately. So hopefully you will leave the clinic today feeling a bit better. Okay. I do remember you from our initial examination, but if I could just confirm your full name and your date of birth, please. Perfect. How do you spell that? Okay. And the date of birth? Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. That's great. Well, what we're going to do today is I'm just going to perform another quick assessment similar to the last time that I saw you, but a shorter version. And I just want to check how you are today, where you're at in this moment, to see if anything has changed from the last time I saw you, and just to confirm that I think we are good to go ahead with the plan that we previously laid out for today's session. Okay, how does that sound? Good. And then after that little checkup, then I will pass you over to my colleague Veda, who will perform the negative energy removal session. She will also incorporate some EMDR techniques, which will really just help to facilitate the negative energy removal. Okay. And Veda is a very experienced practitioner. She is excellent at what she does, so you are in very good hands. Okay? Wonderful. Well, I'm just going to begin my initial assessment. If you are ready, are you comfortable? Wonderful. Okay. Then I'm going to start off by bringing this light just into the corners of your vision. Just keep looking straight ahead, please. Just look straight ahead. You can look at me, you can look at my nose, or to the spot on the wall behind me. It's up to you. Good. And just notice in your peripheral vision every time the light enters. Good. Okay, if you can look at the wall behind me here, please. Just look past my right shoulder at the wall behind me. Good. Okay, and if you could just look at the wall behind my left shoulder. Just look at the wall behind me. Okay, just going to use my hands now to feel around your energy. I'm not actually going to touch you, I'm just going to feel around you, okay? So just hold still for me. Okay, just going to bring my light back out. You're welcome to close your eyes. Do you prefer? I'm just using the light to examine around. Okay. Okay, and if you could look directly at the light for me. And now look at my nose. Look at the light. Look at my finger. Look at my nose. Look at the light. Look at my finger. Look at my nose. Okay. Let's go to have another feel around. Okay. Well, I am happy with what I've seen. I think that not too much has changed from our initial assessment, so I am happy for us to go ahead with the session that we have planned. Okay, so I'm going to pass you over to Veda now, who will perform the session today. And then after that, then I'm going to come back in, just do another brief assessment, just to examine where you're at and see what kind of progress has been made, and then see what I recommend for the next session. Okay? Wonderful. Well, I'll see you very soon.
Hello. I'm Veda, and it is very, very nice to meet you. I have spoken with my colleague Eliza about the negative energy exam that she did for you, and we did agree that you would really benefit from a negative energy removal, or negative energy pulling as it is sometimes called. So I'll be performing that procedure for you today, okay? Perfect. So just to walk you through how it works, going to start with some EMDR, where I move my fingers back and forth and you just follow them with your eyes while thinking about a negative memory. So that can be something recent, can be something from a long time ago, even your childhood, that is still affecting you negatively. And we'll use that to pull some of those negative energies to the surface. Once we've done that, I will begin manually removing them just by, I'm going to come a little closer, okay? All right. Just by pulling with my hands. And then once I've removed all of the visible negative energy, I'll come in with a light that has different colors and remove the energy that's not on the visible spectrum. If there's any remaining after that, I will use a pair of tweezers to get out those deep-rooted negative energies. Okay? Perfect. So this first part can be a little bit difficult just because you do have to focus on an unpleasant memory. So if you find yourself really stressing or becoming upset, we can stop and take a break. Or we could even change course to something that might be a little bit less difficult for your first time, okay? Alright, but just remember, I'm going to be with you the whole time here. I will not let anything bad happen to you, and you're going to feel much better afterwards, okay? So, I want you to go ahead and think of that memory, the one that's causing you a lot of difficulty and negative effects, okay? Alright, so now that you have that memory in mind, I'll have you just follow my fingers with your eyes. Very good. So following my fingers while you're thinking about that memory. Okay. And I I want you to really think about the visuals in that memory. Really visualize what it was like, the vividness of the colors, the people that were there with you, and especially how you felt during that time, okay? So really thinking of those visuals, picturing it in your mind. And now that you've pictured it, you have it vivid in your mind, I want you to think about how you feel right now, physically. So, is there anything that feels uncomfortable or painful in your body right now? Okay, yeah. And that is very common. That's going to lessen as we go through this negative energy removal, okay? So that negative feeling is going to start to dissipate when we remove the energies, but right now, how does that feel on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of how strong it is, 10 being the most? Okay. And now I want you to think about how you are feeling emotionally. Okay, so especially focusing on those negative emotions, sadness, anger, anything like that. All right. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong are those negative emotions? Okay. And again, that is going to get better as we go through this. I'm going to change course here momentarily. I want you to think about something good that a person close to you would say about you. So a friend or a loved one. What is something good they would say about you, or something good you think about yourself? And can you please share that with me? Okay, that's good. So you're a good friend. You're fun to be around. That's wonderful. Okay. So I'm just asking because as we start to remove that negative energy, we're going to replace it with some of those positive feelings. And positive affirmations can help us do that. I think Eliza spoke to you about that as well. And we can focus future sessions just on that, but starting a little bit now is going to help. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop that. And I'm going to come in and take a look at what we have, okay? All right. So we have a very high concentration of negative energies all over, and I think I can start removing those with my hands. Okay, so we're just pulling those negative energies that memory helped surface. So I'm going to come over here, pulling those on the right and on the left. Very good. Okay, you're doing great. You should already be feeling a bit better, okay? Just getting rid of all of that. Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, again, that physical sensation, how is that? Good, getting a bit better. And that emotional sensation, 1 to 10, how is that? Very good, okay. So that's helping quite a bit. Just getting in here, okay, lovely. Alright, just do a couple more. And then I am going to come out with a light, okay? So I think I've pretty much gotten what I can see. Yeah. And now, so I have this light. I'm going to start with red and begin pulling some of those other spectrums of negative energy out, okay? So I'm coming in with the light. You're doing a really good job, and hopefully this is starting to feel like you have a weight lifted off of you. You're feeling much better. And we should be able to dissociate most of the negative energies from that memory so it doesn't bother you as much going forward. Scan a little bit. And up. Excellent. All right. I'm going to go ahead and change the color, get a different spectrum. Green. Good. Okay. So I think that green should be helping quite a bit. On a scale of 1 to 10, how does that physical sensation feel now? Very good. And the emotional sensation? Perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch. I'm going to see if we can get purple. Good. Okay. So purple's going to help with some of those deeper, more somber, negative energies. Get that out. You're doing a really good job. Okay. And as I'm using this one, I want you to also think about the good things about yourself. So you said you're a good friend and you're fun to be around. So that's really, really good to think about. As we're getting rid of these deeper energies, filling that up with some positivity. Okay. Very good. Lovely. All right. And now, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this away. I think we've gotten what we need to. And let me just come in a little bit. See if we have any peeking out. Okay, I do see just a couple deeper energies peeking out. I'm just gonna remove with the tweezers. Okay, that one. Good. A few over here on the left side. Great, and the right side. Very, very good. And again, how do you feel? Scale of 1 to 10 for that physical energy, rather physical sensation. Beautiful, that's much better. And a scale of 1 to 10 for the emotional sensation. Okay, that's great. Alright, just a couple more. Okay, perfect. Alright, so I'm glad you're feeling much, much better. I think the negative energy removal was a great success, and it should really help you going forward, especially with that memory. So I am going to hand you back over to Eliza. She'll be right back in to do another quick follow-up, make sure that everything looks good for you to go home. And It was really a pleasure working with you today. Really glad that we were able to get rid of that and hopefully make you feel a lot better. So come back anytime, and I'll bring Eliza right in. Okay. Really nice meeting you. Bye-bye.
Hello again. Well, I can see immediately that it does look like the negative energy removal was successful. How are you feeling? Wonderful. Okay, I'm just going to make a few quick notes. Okay. If you could just look about here for me. Good. And look about here for me. Good. Good, okay. I'm going to just bring this light into the corners of your vision again. So just look straight ahead. You can focus on my nose. Okay. Good. Do you notice any physical sensations when the light enters your field of vision? Okay. Good. I'm just going to have a feel around your energy field. Good. Okay. I can tell that the negative energy removal was successful. Your energy now is a lot more neutral. Okay. Can I ask you to look right here for me? Just focus right here. Okay, I'm just going to observe here. Okay, just follow it. Okay. Keep looking right here. Good. Thank you. Good, and right here. Okay, wonderful. Just going to make a note of that. So it's like negative removal was a success. Neutral. Okay, so there are a few spaces which need. Perfect, okay. So I am very pleased with how the session has gone today. The negative energy removal was very successful. I'm sure you can feel the benefits already. Good. And what I'm going to recommend for the next session will be a placing of positive energy using positive affirmations, okay? Like I said, at the moment your energy is very neutral, which will obviously feel a lot better than the negative energy. But what I would really like to do is just to fill some of those gaps which were created from the removal, and I'd just like to fill some of those gaps with some positive energy, okay? So that's what we are going to do for our next session. Okay, so how does that all sound to you? Good. Well, I am glad that you are already feeling the benefits, and I'm glad that you're feeling a little bit better and a little bit more relaxed, I'm sure. Wonderful. Well, I will see you soon for our next session, okay? Wonderful. I'll see you soon.